And today I'm gonna show you how I made this patty melt. I use rye pumpernickel bread and game changer. Okay, so let's get into it. So first off, I chopped up an onion. Okay, I chiced it up. I chiced it. I don't know what chice mean. I chopped it like so. I just wanted to get it as thin as possible, just because that's how I prefer my patty melts. They usually have like the kind of thinly sliced onions, but we basically gonna get a little saute, a little brown to the onions right now. So we got this on like a mediumish high heat. Well, you could just cook it on a medium heat if you're not like, if you're trying to take your time. I don't know. It's up to you. You can cook it on whatever heat you want to cook it on. I did like a medium high. Then I added a little bit of this Blackened season by Zatarain that I'm going to be using again in the video. So I just added a little bit of that to the onion just for flavor. Added a little butter. And as you can see, it's starting to turn. It's starting to become translucent. Okay, and that's what we need. That's what we want. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so just go ahead and mix it up. Okay, mix it up. Just mix them around. So just make sure don't nothing stick to the bottom of the pan. Okay, that's all we doing. That's all. And then we're gonna cover it. So then while the onions are doing their thing, okay, we're gonna make the sauce. So I'm using some mayo. I'm using some ketchup, some mustard. This is a sauce that I use in a lot of my sandwiches and stuff. Some pickle juice, some garlic powder, and some black pepper. And then you're gonna mix that up. Now, like I said, I do use this. I knew this wasn't gonna be able to fit in this little bowl. I don't know why I always be thinking, knowing damn well I overdo stuff. I knew that little bowl wasn't gonna do it for me. So I had to transfer the sauce into another bowl before I started, while I was mixing. So as you can see, it's not mixed thoroughly right there, just because I had to do the transfer real quick. Because I knew it wasn't going, I knew it was too much sauce in that bowl. So this we're mixing. We just gonna use the whisk and get all the lumps and clumps out. Because we don't want no lumps and we don't want no clumps. Okay. Then we're gonna add a little bit of sriracha for flavor and for spice, because this house likes spice. I don't know. It wasn't until somebody else said it. I really do like a little spice. I don't know what that is. I'm spicy. So then I added a little bit of seasoning, a little black pepper. Not too much, because I added a little bit of seasoning earlier. I just added a little black pepper just so I could see it. I like to see the pepper flakes, like the black, I like to see the seasoning, basically. So then just taste it as you're mixing it. That's what I had to do, because that's when I had to add some more ketchup. Because you might have to add something else. You might add a little sugar if you need a little sweetness, because you can always do that. But just make sure you taste it as it's getting mixed. Because as you can see, ain't no lumps and ain't no clumps. It's mixed well. So this is the time where you season and taste and make sure it's to your liking. Okay. Then I add a little butter to the skillet. And we're going to go ahead and make these patties. Okay, let's make them. So we're going to smash them down. Now, I got to get another apron. I mean, not an apron. Another spatula that don't got no holes in it. It ain't until I make burgers and stuff like this that it remind me that I need to get a spatula with no holes. Because, listen, that is annoying. When you got to keep scraping the meat out the holes like that. I'm going to get one. This is my reminder yet again. I'm going to get another spatula with no holes. Because I don't want to have to keep doing that. Because that could have been a lot easier to smash down if it didn't have no holes. But anyway, let's get back. So the seasoning I'm going to be using will be at the bottom also. But I use some black pepper, some garlic powder. That's the Zatarain's, that blackened season. And some adobo. And the adobo had black pepper in it also. So I just didn't use too much, because adobo is super salty. With the one I use. The adobo with black pepper, that's the one I always use, actually. Then, that's how the burgers were looking. And once those are done, you're going to put them to the side, okay? And now, because they were done. I'm sorry, I didn't get you the finished look of the burger. But once your burgers are done, we're going to go ahead and toast the bread at this point. We're just going to make sure the butter is all over this thing. And we got our rye pumpernickel bread. Or my Rye pumpernickel bread. I love rye pumpernickel, especially for like regular sandwiches, like cold sandwiches too. That's a family favorite. I was brought up on rye pumpernickel, or either or, because I can do some rye bread and I can do some pumpernickel. And then I'm gonna add my cheddar Asiago cheese, and there's the patty. But we doing a double. We gonna double that thing. Okay, like that. Then we're gonna add a little bit of sauce on the bottom, so I have to lift the cheese up and put some underneath that. Then I'm gonna put some on top of the burger too. I just want you to be able, I want to be able to taste the sauce too, but I don't want to overdo it because I don't want it to get soggy either. So, you know, you got to have a balance. It's all about balance. Life's all about balance, you know. Then we're going to put the cheese back on there, add them onions. You see them. Flavor. It's flavor. Ain't nothing but flavors flavoring right now. That's it. Then more sauce, just a little bit, not major, just a little bit more sauce, okay? Just a little bit. Then you're going to put that top on the top. And then just, you know, get a nice little brown to it, like nice little crisp. Toast this thing. We're going to get it nice and toasty, not too bad. You know, if you like a little burn to it like I do, you know, you're going to be leaving it on for just a little minute, okay? You put put a top on it over it if you want to, like if you want to make sure the cheese get melted all the way too faster. You can put the lid over it and allow it to cook like that. We're going to do that. And then you're going to flip it. Look at that. You see the crisp? You see it. Bussing. It's bussing. And here we go. Now, I had a little accident on the left side. I ended up accidentally taking some of the bread off. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and cut it in half with my handy dandy knife. Handy dandy knife. So sharp, dude. So sharp. Just gonna bust that thing open real quick for you so you can see what that thing look like in the inside. Even though you already did, but let me see. I'm gonna let you see. Look at this. Look at this. A double patty meal. Fire. Gonna make this. I made it real simple for you. Gonna make it with the rye pumpernickel. You ain't gonna regret it. That flavor is flavoring. Okay? It's flavoring. I love it. I love it. And if you, my friend, if you enjoyed this video, I want you to make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell some more friends to tell some kin. You know, we're trying to run it up. We're trying to get these numbers up. Let's do it.